everyone, Sally here, and together we learn 4 more phonemes which will complete our learning of the 24 consonants. The 4 new phonemes are not easy and they require a more serious approach to master them. And I shall quickly articulate the 4 sounds, and the sounds are L, R, Y and V. The first phoneme is L. It's easy to articulate the sound. It is termed as voiced alveolar lateral consonant, since the tongue is making a very firm contact with the teeth ridge, leading to a complete closure of the airflow, which forces the air to escape through the sides without any friction. So that is the specialty of the sound. But the sound causes vibration in the vocal cord too. So it's called a voice consonant. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഈ ശബ്ദം ല നമ്മൾ ഉച്ചരിക്കുമ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ ഈ നാക്ക് ടീത്ത് റിഡ്ജിൽ, അതായത് പല്ല് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ള തൊട്ട് പുറകുവശത്തുള്ള ആ ഒരു സ്ഥലമില്ല, നമ്മൾ നാക്കുകൊണ്ട് തൊട്ട് നോക്കുമ്പോൾ അറിയാൻ പറ്റും ആ ഒരു ചെറിയൊരു പരിവരുത്ത പോലത്തെ ഒരു റഫിൾഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ളൊരു സ്പേസ്. ആ ഒരു സ്ഥലത്താണ് നമ്മളുടെ നാക്ക് നമ്മൾ സ്പർശിക്കേണ്ടത്. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ ല എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ നമുക്കറിയാം നാക്കിൻ്റെ അറ്റം, ടിപ്പ് ഓഫ് ദ ടങ് is raised and is touching firmly the teeth ridge. Okay, so that is how the sound is produced. L ഇങ്ങനെ പറയുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ സൈഡിൽ കൂടെയാണ് വായു പുറത്തു പോകുന്നത്. Okay, so the air is gushing out, and when it gushes out, it's causing vibration in the vocal cord, and that's why the sound is a voiced consonant. Okay, so examples for the sound L, it's quite simple. It is line, line, ladder, പിന്നെന്താ ലോക്ക്. ഇതൊക്കെ പറയുമ്പോൾ നമ്മളുടെ നാക്കിൻ്റെ പൊസിഷൻ ഈസ് ഡയറക്ട്ലി ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് ടച്ചിങ് ദ ടീത്ത് റിഡ്ജ്. ഓക്കെ, ദാറ്റ്സ് ദി സൗണ്ട് ല. അത് എളുപ്പമുള്ളൊരു സൗണ്ടാണ്. The second phoneme is R, which is signified by the alphabet R. And we cannot call this as a consonant because it does not have the qualities and features of consonants. Since this sound does not cause any friction or obstructions when it is articulated as the other consonants. Therefore, R is defined as a frictionless phoneme, though it vibrates the vocal cord. So that is the extraordinary aspect about the sound. Therefore, it is a voiced post-alveolar frictionless phoneme and is produced when the tip of the tongue is raised in the direction of the back part of the teeth ridge. That's how the sound is made. So when you utter the sound, നമ്മുടെ ഈ നാക്ക് ടീത്ത് റിഡ്ജിൻ്റെ പുറകുവശത്തേക്കാണ് പോകുന്നത്. ഒന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു നോക്കി, ഴ ഴ. നമ്മൾ സാധാരണ റ എന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. റ എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ടീത്ത് റിഡ്ജിൽ ശരിക്കും സ്പർശിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അത്രയും മുട്ടേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ല. അതിന് പകരം ആ ടീത്ത് റിഡ്ജിൻ്റെ പുറകുവശത്തേക്ക് നാക്ക് ഉയർത്തിയാൽ മതിയാവും. അങ്ങനെ മാത്രമേ നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യാവുള്ളൂ. അധികം മുട്ടിക്കുമ്പോഴാണ് ആ ആ ട്രില്ലിംഗ് സൗണ്ട് വരുന്നത്. അത് ആ റംബ്ലിംഗ് സൗണ്ട് നമുക്ക് വരുത്തേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ല. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഴ. മലയാളത്തിലെ ഴ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന സൗണ്ടാണ് നമ്മളവിടെ വരുത്തേണ്ടത്. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പം ഇതെപ്പോഴും നമ്മൾ നോട്ട് ചെയ്യണം. ഈ ഒരു സൗണ്ടാണ് നമുക്ക് കൊണ്ടുവരേണ്ടത്. അതാണ് പ്രോപ്പർ കറക്റ്റ് സൗണ്ട്. ഓക്കെ, ഇറ്റ്സ് നോട്ട് റ് അറ്റ് ഓൾ, ഇറ്റ്സ് ഴ. Okay, in my opinion, this is one of the most difficult phonemes among the 24 consonants for Indian learners of English, because we tend to articulate the sound quite strongly and quite prominently too. Example, we tend to pronounce the word run, don't we? It's not proper. It's not run, but it's run. Okay, and similarly the word R-A-T, how do we pronounce it? നമ്മൾ പൊതുവെ പറയുന്നത് റാറ്റ് എന്നാണ്. ഇറ്റ്സ് നോട്ട് റാറ്റ്, ഇറ്റ്സ് റാറ്റ്. ഓക്കെ, ഴ സൗണ്ട് അതാണ് നമ്മൾ അവിടെ കൊണ്ടുവരേണ്ടത്. അത് കൊണ്ടുവരണമെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നമ്മളുടെ നാക്ക് ടീത്ത് റിഡ്ജിൻ്റെ പുറകിലേക്ക് പോയാൽ മാത്രം മതി. സ്പർശിക്കേണ്ട. സ്പർശിക്കുമ്പോൾ ശബ്ദം മാറും. നമ്മളൊന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു നോക്കിയേ, റ് കണ്ടോ, തൊടുമ്പോഴേക്കും ശബ്ദം മാറും. നേരെ മറിച്ച് എന്നൊന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു നോക്കി, സ്പർശിക്കാതെ ആ തൊട്ടില്ല എന്നുള്ള ആ ഒരു രീതിയിൽ നമ്മൾ utter ചെയ്യണം. So we'll get that sound r. Okay, that's a trick. And the third word is risk. It's not risk, it's risk. Okay, that's the way, that's how it is articulated. And now we come to the third sound. The third sound is again a bit difficult one, confusing one for Indian learners. And the sound is v, and it is represented by the alphabet W, which is also a confusing sound for Indian learners because we mix it up with the sound v, which is a labiodental fricative. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് പൊതുവെ v സൗണ്ടും v എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഫോണീമുമായിട്ടൊരു കൺഫ്യൂഷനാണ്. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ മനസ്സിലാക്കേണ്ടത് v എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ v it's a voiceless labiodental fricative. നേരെ മറിച്ച് നമ്മൾ v എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ it's actually a rounded labiovelar semi-vowel to signify the active articulators. When you utter the sound v, the back of the tongue is raised towards the soft palate as the vocal cords vibrate. And the most important thing to remember is your lips have to be rounded to get the right sound. Okay, that's the important tip. That is, the lips has to get rounded. Okay, so that's it. We have to round our lips in order to produce the sound v. നമ്മൾ ഈ രണ്ട് സൗണ്ട് തമ്മിലുള്ള പ്രധാന വ്യത്യാസം എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ when you utter the sound v, the lips are taking a structure which is almost similar to that of a smile, and see, it's going to the sides and the lower lip is bitten by the upper teeth. That's how v sound is produced, whereas the sound v is articulated by having a round structure. See, the lips are fully rounded when you utter this, and the tongue is going backward, and the back part of the tongue is literally raised. നിങ്ങളൊന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു നോക്കിയേ, v v നാക്കിൻ്റെ പുറകുവശം അകത്തേക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ വലിയുന്നുണ്ട്, ഇത് ഫ്രണ്ടിലൊന്നും സ്പർശിക്കുന്നില്ല. So that is the difference. It's not coming forward at all as you utter the sound v. That's the difference. Okay. The sound is usually indicated by the alphabet W, and we find the sound in words like WHAT. How do we pronounce it? It's what. It's not what. It's what. See? What. And the next word is WHERE. And how do you pronounce it? V. V. The lips has to get rounded. അപ്പോൾ മാത്രമേ ആ പെർഫെക്റ്റ് സൗണ്ട് നമുക്ക് വരുള്ളൂ. Other word is WATR. How do we pronounce it? It's water. It's not water. It's water. Similarly, WATCH. And the word is watch. Watch. Okay, it's not watch. It's watch. So that is it. And again, another combination of alphabets Q and U in the word QUICK. And how is the word articulated? It is quick. That is the pronunciation. Okay. Then we come to the last phoneme. The last phoneme is ear. It is a voiced unrounded palatal semi-vowel since the vocal cords vibrate as the soft palate is raised to shut off the nasal airflow. That's the sound is produced. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഇയർ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു നോക്കിയേ, ഇയർ ഇറ്റ്സ് എ വോയിസ് സൗണ്ട്. നമ്മൾ ഇയർ എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ദ ടങ് ഈസ് ദ ബാക്ക് പാർട്ട് ഓഫ് ദ ടങ് ഈസ് റേസ്ഡ് ടുവേർഡ്സ് ദ സോഫ്റ്റ് പാലറ്റ്. അങ്ങനെയാണ് ഇയർ എന്ന് നമ്മൾ പറയുന്നത്. കണ്ടോ, നാക്ക് അകത്തേക്ക് വരിഞ്ഞിങ്ങനെ പൊങ്ങുന്നുണ്ട് അകത്ത്. നമ്മുടെ ഒരു മിറർ നോക്കിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്കൊന്ന് മനസ്സിലാവും. So that is how the sound is made. The sound ear is made, as in the word yellow. Yellow. Next, it's not yellow, it's yellow. Another word is yard. Y-A-R-D. Yard. Another word can be Y-A-R-N. It's yarn. These are the words. Now let's articulate and experience these four sounds through repeated articulations and examples on the board. Now we learned the first sound, the phoneme L, which is a voiced alveolar lateral consonant. And see how the sound is manifested by the alphabet L. The first word is lion. And we know how to articulate it, right? Lion. That's how it is done. Lion. The second is learn. Often I've heard people pronouncing it as learn or learning. Learning. It's not learning. We do not have that R pronounced. Even though the word has the alphabet R, it's not articulated at all. It is silent. It's learn and not learn. Okay. So the word is learn and learning. Learn. That's the pronunciation. Again, another word. How do we pronounce it? It's lamb, not lamb. Okay. So there is no need to articulate the sound. This is silent. It's just lamb, as in like this. Lamb. This is the sound. Okay, because the last sound is silent, as in comb, tomb, which we have seen in the previous words. Next, the sound is again tricky. Here, the sound is heard. It's lamp. There we utter the last sound. It's lamp. So that's the difference between these two words. It's lamp. Here we have a different realization. It's flame. Flame. Here the sound is coming in the second letter, and see how the sound, the pronunciation is changing a bit. It's flame. Next it's glow. Next is we have two L, and see we have two realization of the sound. Little. Little. Okay, that's the pronunciation. So the sound of the first L is totally different from the sound of the second L. Okay, there is a minor difference. So it is a different L. And we pronounce it little. Little. As in little. Okay, that's it. Now here we have another word. It's globe. It's not globe. It's globe. Okay, globe. We have that special O sound, which we'll be learning shortly. It's globe. So that is the end of the phoneme L. Now we go to the next one. So now we learn the second phoneme. It's a voiced post-alveolar frictionless phoneme. And we find the sound manifested in the alphabet R. See, remember the articulation, the sound is R and not R. So it's R, R. Okay? നമ്മുടെ നാക്ക് മുകളിൽ മുട്ടുന്നേ ഇല്ല. പക്ഷേ it's raised to the soft palate. R, R. Okay. നമ്മുടെ teeth ridge കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് ബാക്കിലേക്ക് പോകുന്നുണ്ട്. ഹാർഡ് പാലറ്റിൻ്റെ ഏരിയയിലേക്കാണ് അത് വീഴുന്നത്. ആൾ ആൾ. ഓക്കെ, സോഫ്റ്റ് പാലറ്റിൻ്റെ വശത്തേക്ക് ആണ് നീങ്ങുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, പക്ഷേ കൂടുതലും നമ്മുടെ ടീത്ത് റിഡ്സ് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് ഉടനെ ഉള്ള ഭാഗത്തേക്കാണ് അത് ഉയരുന്നത്. പക്ഷേ ഇറ്റ്സ് നോട്ട് ഗെറ്റിംഗ് ടച്ച് ദെയർ. ഓക്കെ, ദാറ്റ്സ് ദി സ്പെഷ്യാലിറ്റി. Now we find the sound here. It's right and it's not right. See, the jarring sound is not heard. It's right. Okay, and it's almost similar to the Malayalam word r. Okay, right. That's it. മലയാളത്തിൽ എഴുതി കാണിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ it's this. Right. ഇങ്ങനെ പറയാം. Right. Next is ring. It's not ring. It's ring. As in this. It's not this. That's the difference. Okay. It's this. Ring. Here again, it's not wrong. This sound is not there. Okay, it is r is there. It's wrong. Wrong. Okay, that's the sound. It's wrong. Wrong. That's it. It's a very subtle and very special sound, and we need to create that sound. It's not wrong. Next it is, yeah, how is it? It's not carry, it's carry. Carry. Okay, carry. That's it. So again, we find here, it's marry. It's not marry. It's not marry at all. It's marry. R sound. Marry. Okay, the tongue is literally gliding. It's marry. Okay, that's it. Again, we find a tricky word. How is it pronounced? It's Mary. It's Mary. Okay, Mary. That's the sound. Almost like this. It's almost like this. Mary. Okay, Mary. That's the sound. Here, the sound is Mary. Mary. It's not Mary, it's Mary. Again, it's very. Very. It's not very, it's very. Again, we have the sound right. Right. It's not right. Okay, so in all these words, we don't have the sound R uttered with prominence. It is R instead. Okay, so that is the sound. So that is the end of the second phoneme, R. Now we go to the third sound. It is the sound W, which is a rounded labiodental fricative. And you have to know that it's a voice sound as the vocal cords are vibrating. It's W. And when you utter this, the lips are getting rounded. Okay, that's a speciality. And when you utter the sound W, the back part of the tongue is getting raised to the soft palate. Okay, so that is the tongue position. And the tongue is touching anywhere. Okay, that's a sound. Now we find the sound V is manifested through the alphabet W. And we find it is there in this word W-A-T-E-R. And how do you pronounce it? It's water. Water. And it's not water. Okay, so the mouth has to be rounded. Only then exact sound can be produced. It's water. Next is watch. Watch. That's a sound. Watch. Next it is again a WH word, but the sound is V. And that's the realization of the sound for the alphabet cluster. It's WH and it produces the sound V. V as in what. Next is WH, it's V. V. Again, we have the sound, a different combination. It's QU. Even though the alphabets are QU and even though we do not have the alphabet W, the sound the word creates is V. That's the speciality. It's V. It's quick. Quick. That's the sound. Again, here also we find the same combination. It's quack. Quack. It's not quick. It's quack. Quack. That's the sound. Again, we find a different combination here. We find here the alphabet W manifested by the sound twinkle. Twinkle. So that's the sound. Twinkle. Okay, that's it. So that is about the alphabet W, which manifests the sound V. Now we go to the last phoneme, which is manifested by the sound Y, which is otherwise known as the unrounded voiced palatal semivowel. It is a semivowel because it has the quality of a vowel and that of a consonant. That's why it is called a semivowel. And we have to know that it is a voiced sound because vibration is caused. Y. As you utter, we find the back part of the tongue is raised to the soft palate. It's getting raised. Okay, back part is getting raised as we utter the sound Y, as you can understand. Ear. That's a sound. Okay. Now we'll find the first word. It is, how do we pronounce it? It's not ear. Okay, we have a tendency to pronounce it as ear. In fact, this is wrong. The pronunciation is, it has to begin with the sound. Malayalam, ear, ear, ear. Almost this way. Ear, ear. That's the sound. Okay, ear. It has to begin with this sound. It's not this. It's not ear. It's ear. Okay, but we have another word. The word is this. How do you pronounce this? This word is pronounced this way. It's ear. There you are right. Okay, ear. Here it is ear. There is no doubt in it. Okay, ear. But still, this sound is not heard. Okay, it's ear. Ear. That's it. Ear. So the exact pronunciation is this. It's ear. Okay, that's it. It's not ear. It's ear. But here, it is ear. It is not this. Forget it. Okay, it's ear. Please mind it. Next is yard. It's yard. It's known to us. Yard. How do we pronounce this? Yard. We know it. Yard. Next, it's again known to us. It's yellow. Yellow. Okay. This one I've already told. What about this one? It's not your. It's not your. We have tendency to pronounce this way, right? We pronounce it this way, your. It's not your, it's your. Almost like this. Your. Okay. Of course, this is there, but this is silent. Your. Your. That's all. Next it is D-U-T-Y, duty. Duty. There we have the sound Y. Here also we have use. Use. That is a sound known to us. Use. That's all. That is the last phoneme. Y. I hope the 4 phonemes are clear and you are ready to articulate those sounds perfectly and correctly. Do practice. Practice with me and perfect your pronunciation. Until we meet for our next session as we begin the segment of vowels. Until then, cheers.